Well, good morning to you as we get into your forecast here. Once again, the rainfall is trying to get down to the ground here. Most of it's coming in from the southwest, tracking all the way up into Canada. Another batch is also kind of coming in from the south and southeast. We're seeing that coming out and kind of moving out to the area towards the UP. But not a lot of rainfall is hitting the ground right now. Drier air coming up from the south. You can see that from the southeast, also from the southwest, and it's colliding all the way into this ridge and continues to build. And that means it's difficult to get the rain down to the ground. So we're looking at temperatures today holding on to the 70s and 80s because of that ridge building and all that heat coming in from the Gulf of Mexico. We'll also see that coming in from some tropical moisture coming in from the eastern Pacific as well. You're seeing a dry slot right here, and that's just indicative of limited amounts of rainfall trying to get down to the ground because you've got the rain there, but there's nothing underneath to support it to get down to the ground activity. But once we get into, say, the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock hour and the 5 o'clock and 6, you're seeing rainfall start to coalesce. That's when the clouds really increase to cloudy skies, dropping at least light to moderate rainfall. Holman, La Crosse, all the way into West Salem as well, Black River Falls, Sparta, all getting into that, and Viroqua too. You're seeing that breakdown as the drier air starts to filter in, eroding the cloud field. We'll see more light showers going from La Crosse all the way down to Prairie du Chien, Viroqua. You'll also have Sparta back into areas right by Marshfield as well. And then, of course, you'll see that continue to track out of the region towards Wisconsin Dells, Madison, and eventually Viroqua still holding on to that by the 10 o'clock hour. By midnight, we're pretty much done. Some few sprinkles by Prairie du Chien and possible in Richland Center, and that's about it. Dry conditions ensue. We get into your Saturday. We're looking at 7 p.m. now. We're already seeing some pretty decent temperatures, but however, we're also holding on to rainfall trying to get back to the forecast area, crossing the river by the 8 o'clock hour in the evening. By the time we get into the 10 o'clock hour, you've got La Crosse in the rain. Eau Claire is in the light shower activity. That continues all the way to the 11 o'clock hour, and by the time we get into the midnight hour, a few showers still holding onto the area, and then it all dissipates by 1 o'clock. Temperatures for tomorrow, well, once again, some 60s and 70s in the forecast, holding on to warmer conditions, but then Sunday's highs, 50s and the 60s. We start to get you back down to cooler conditions, holding on to Monday's highs at 62 to 68, back to seasonal average temperatures. Rainfall over the next 72 hours from today all the way through Sunday. We're looking at maybe a half an inch of rainfall, most of which bulk of it was yesterday. And then today we'll see maybe a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch or less in the forecast. And of course, we'll see limited amounts to fill it in. We'll go into 70s for the next couple of days into Saturday. By Sunday, we're in the 60s, leading into warmer 60s by Monday. And then back to the 50s, below seasonal averages for Tuesday and Wednesday. And then once we get into Thursday, we'll keep that below average temperature going with cooler conditions. 62 degrees coming back with near seasonal average temperatures for your Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Be safe out there and have a good time.